Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I wanted to tell you guys about a vacation that I took with my wife and our daughter and her boyfriend. We went out to upstate New York and we went mining for Herkimer Diamonds, which is a type of quartz crystal. So come check it out. We'll show you the campground, show you the process of mining, and show you what we found. Okay, what the heck is a Herkimer diamond in the first place? Well, it's not a diamond. It's a piece of quartz, and in general, out here in this area, they sometimes tend to grow in a vug, which is basically an opening in the rock. They'll grow in suspension, and you'll get a nice perfect crystal that's basically football shaped. It will have 6 sides, and will come down to 6 faceted points on each end, kind of like a football shape, if you get a really perfect one. And out here, they also tend to grow very, very clear. So they've just really nice looking quartz crystals. And in the past, unscrupulous jewelers used to sell them as diamonds in the, I believe it was in the 1800s. So they've gained that nickname. Okay, let's talk about the mine itself. The place is called Crystal Grove. My wife and I have been here about 6 times or so, like I said earlier. It's both a mine and a campground, and you can stay there if you choose to. We rented a cabin. Our daughter had a tent site. When you go back into the mine, it's a quick walk over a bridge from the campground itself, and it has 2 sections. There is the Black Diamond Mine, and there's the Tears of Winneti. So let's go take a quick peek at both of those 2 mines to see the 2 areas that you can work in. And here we are at the entrance of the Black Diamond Mine. This one is kind of a mess. The previous owners didn't let anybody undermine trees, and the new owners, I think, allow it because we got a lot of trees down, which makes this a pain in the butt. But this mine is kind of young. It's pretty shallow. They're not very deep down into the rock yet. So we don't typically work over here. There's just too much rubble and debris. They really have to get in here with a dozer and push all the stuff out of the way. But people were working this wall today and finding some pretty good stuff. All right, let's go across the field and look at the other side. Okay, here's the other mine. All of this is tailings. Everything you can see here up until this rock outcrop. This is the ledge that you work when you're hard rock mining. All of this is open for sifting and just searching through the dirt. So I'm going to go down into the pit and we'll just take a look along the wall. Okay, I was just standing up on that vantage point there. This is that nub of rock that I was looking at. So we were looking kind of in this direction and the whole wall was hidden from view. You can see over there, it stands between 4 and 6 feet tall, depending on where you are. Sorry if the camera's jiggling around. I'm really watching where I'm walking so I don't fall down and face plant out here. There we got a couple of people working up in here. A lot of the crystals I was getting were from that little black hole you can see right about my finger. Right here's a big chunk. This is a lot of where I was working today. That's that big dark spot I was talking about. This morning I was working over here. Those walls are all about 6 feet tall. And then over here, I mean, that's a 12 foot tall or so pile of tailings that you can all search through. The last time we were here, about 7 years ago, the wall was way out there. I know you can't, it's really hard to see the perspective, but this wall has creeped back this way. Probably 35 feet since the last time we were here. That nub was still here. That was workable while we were here, and it's just so hard that nobody ever works it. Okay, the first day I did primarily hard rock mining, or actually a day and a half or so, which is getting out with sledgehammer and chisels and pounding on the ledge, trying to knock pieces off to expose opened up pockets and discover the crystals inside. So let's take a quick peek at some of that. Okay, I just took this stone off of here, right in this side. This little beautiful guy. Look at that. I think those are loose, maybe. That one feels loose right there. Oh no, it's fractured. There's a nice little one.
Yep. Oh, look at that. It's a crystal right there. Isn't it? Oh. It's just wet.
Not bad. It's in there. So it'll be a specimen. We'll take it home attached. I just found this nice little one. Double terminated. It was sitting right in here, so I'm going to try and pry this whole rock out now. See if there's any more hiding up in there. It looks like there might be. There's just some little bits. A little bit stuck to the ceiling. Just chips and shards. Well, here's the pocket I was working on down here. I've been trying to chisel the whole thing off to get a specimen, and this guy just jumped off. Not a bad looking one. It does have a contact spot where it was on the rock. Obviously, it was the one that was stuck down in here. Not bad. All right, well, let's see if this guy's loose too while we're at it. It is. I don't know if it'll come out. No, I'm good. I have one. There we go. It's a little funky on the backside. Got one nice termination on it. There's still more stuff in there. So I'll try and get this whole piece right out of here.
There you go. Oh, it's going. Oh, it's going.
Oh, nope. I went right in.
Right in. Coming. You're falling out on this end. There you go.
Is there anything in there? Not a thing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
We're gonna dig. This is a chunk of a piece of one. Right here. It's probably all smashed, but I'm gonna get in here with my pick and dig, and then I'll show you what I find. But there's definitely at least a broken one. All right, I dug that whole thing out.
Hey, Grandpa.
A whole bunch of crystals right here. Let's see what comes out now. All smashed up. All right, I've cleaned some of the mud off them so you can get an idea. They're all partials. But it's got some nice faceting on it, even though they're only a half crystal. All right, moving on. Okay, about halfway into the second day, I had pretty much had enough swinging a 3-pound mini sledge. My arm was getting kind of tired out, and my chisels were actually getting a little bit dull as well. So I went over into the tailings pile with my wife and daughter, and we did a whole bunch of sifting. And I actually found more crystals sifting than I did hard rock mining. So let's take a look at that process. Right now over here is the tailings pile. You just kind of get out a shovel and a sifter, dig through and see what you can find. Like that one right there my wife just found. So I'll just go digging through the pile and see what comes up. Alright, here's one my daughter just found. Pick of the day so far. Just digging around in the dirt.
Nice.
Not nearly as nice as my daughter's, but not a bad little chunk. Okay, then after we get home, I take all of my crystals. I have a little white tub. I put them in the sink, soak them in some nice hot water, and get them fully covered and just let them sit there for a little while. The dirt that's in these things is like kind of a heavy clay, and it really likes to stick to the crystals a lot. So I let them soak so that stuff kind of turns into kind of a greasy substance, and then I brush it off with a toothbrush. Okay, I have everything loosely sorted now. This pile over here is matrix pieces, obviously. I might cut a few of these to have a flat bottom so that they will sit upright and present the crystal. These pieces are not too bad. They're interesting, but not great crystals. It's a fairly nice tip, for example. Crystal point. This stuff is basically all just fractured. It's all just broken up pieces. A couple of facets, but not really worth keeping. So this stuff is all going to get disposed of. And these down here are actually the nicest of them. I have a couple in here that are double terminated. This fellow right here. See if I can get oriented. There you go. You can see the little point pointing each direction. Nice water clear one. There's another one that's double terminated, although it has a piece of crud stuck on it. Oop. It does have a piece of dolomite stuck on the bottom there, but again, these are the better. Here's another basically double terminated one there. This one's double terminated but shaped funky. So these are basically the best ones of the batch here. Some really nice, like this one's a really nice little point. I can get it to focus. Okay, now next step is going to be taking the rusty ones, like these, and soaking them in iron out to get rid of the iron color. And some of the ones that have little bits of rock on them, I am going to soak in muriatic acid, and that will dissolve the last little bit of rock that is actually stuck on those. I might also treat these ones the same way. I haven't decided yet, but these ones will be the ones I treat first. Okay, they are all rinsed off now, and those are looking pretty nice. All right, well, if you made it this long, thanks a lot for hanging in, and might be an interesting idea for you to try for a vacation if it's something that's up your alley. Thanks a lot for watching today. See you all soon.